It's kind of a funny thing. Like even one of the hockey dads that I'm with often, sometimes randomly in January, he'll say, "You got a tee in your pocket?" And I'll say, "Of course." And I'll pull a tee out of my pocket. And I know I'm not playing golf that day. It's like getting up in the morning and taking things off your bedside table, filling your pockets with your wallet, your keys, and your watch. I put tees and a ball marker in my pocket every day. I was very fortunate to be recognized as the 2020 Ontario PGA Club Professional of the Year after being nominated by colleagues within the industry. Extremely rewarding, certainly not expected, and very proud to have that as one of my glass trophies on my shelf in my office. I think it just shows some of the dedication to my industry and the advances I've taken within my career. I've been very focused on golf and being a member of the PGA, and Humber College is a big part of that in regards to my education and that continual relationship that I have with the program and some of the students. It was just, it was very humbling and a big honor to receive that recognition from my peers. When I was young, my family relocated near a golf course, and it was very convenient for me to be able to hop on my bike and go to the club. And in fact, I started working at the golf club, picking range balls before I really took up the game seriously. So it was just an easy fit. And once I started working at the golf club, I played the game and started to admire the club professional there at Smiths Falls Golf and Country Club, and realized I probably wanted to be someone like him at a club and socialize with members, play the game of golf, go to the golf course every day. And in fact, I started to do that even at the age of 13, where I would play golf in the morning and then work in the afternoon and go home, go to bed, and start over and do it again this next day. I always loved the business component of school and the maths, but I would say probably the most important program, or one that I remember the most, was our careers class that allowed us to interact with the professionals already in the industry, whether it was other professionals, suppliers, representatives, retailers, mentors, or even those that have been long-standing members of the PGA of Canada, who just allowed us to dig into what their careers were like, how they learned, what they did to be good at their job. I think golf's a fascinating sport in regards to having the ability for all levels of players to play together. That's what I enjoy most, is being able to tee it up with different ages, different genders, different skill levels, still be able to go on the golf course and have fun, learn from each other, socialize, interact, and just really enjoy the outside environment. I think golf's the best sport in the world. The game of golf definitely has a significant mental component to it. Confidence is a very valuable asset when it comes to the game of golf. I would say decades ago, the mental aspect and the ability to play the game was heavily weighed on that side, and more so in the last 20 years, whether it's introduction of someone like Tiger Woods, the physicality of it is very important when it comes to training like an athlete, being toned like an athlete, and taking it serious as an actual sport. So I think both components in this day and age are very, very important to the game of golf. Mini Putt is definitely a skill, and there is a component there that will help you get the ball in the hole in the greens. So I'd say, yeah, do it, have fun with it, but get out on the golf course and play the real game. I was fortunate enough to become the head golf professional here at the Thornhill Club in 2011. Wasn't quite sure I'd ever relocate to Toronto in the heart of the city and work right on Yonge Street, but here I am with a great club. We've got 18 holes of a championship course, 9-hole executive. It's a pretty big facility. We have tennis, we have pool, a lot of bridge players, curling at the club as well too. So that's kind of the part of that attracted me to the club, was a lot of activities, a lot of other sports other than just golf, and a year-round facility. We have about 1,300 members total, with about 900 of those being specific to golf. But it's a very interactive social club, great atmosphere. And I feel fortunate enough to be the head golf pro here and be employed at the club. Another big part of me coming here is some of the history of the club. It's a Stanley Thompson design golf course, and Stanley Thompson is very well known in Canadian golf for designing many and great clubs across the country. I don't know if I can pinpoint anything particular that I love about my job, because I'm very fortunate that so many aspects of it are engaging. I've got a great team here that help me in the golf services, and a strong PGA staff. The membership is very supportive and extremely friendly and active at golf. It's just it's an easy place to come to work to every day because you do enjoy it so much, and it just feels so great once you drive inside the property and get on the grounds. And we have a beautifully manicured golf course, so it's, as I say to a lot of people, it's a great place to come to work. I think it's important within the golf industry, especially the club industry, is to work on building a network of colleagues that you can rely on, lean on, ask questions from, get advice from, establish some mentors early in your career. And I also think it's a big advantage for you to stay involved with the PGA and what they offer when it comes to training and education and coaching. And I encourage those individuals to join a committee within the PGA so that you can give back or even just give feedback in regards to what you think is important in the industry at the time of, so you can help develop those who are going to get into the industry a couple of years after you. Well, I think everyone's always wanting to try to play golf better and get better at the game. So there's been a lot of strides made in not only coaching and teaching when it comes to the hands-on approach. I think club fitting is a big factor and a big advantage to those who properly get fit for golf clubs. And the ability to utilize some of the technology in club fitting these days, whether it's launch monitors to determine spin rates, launch angles, to really get hardcore data in regards to what is going to improve your game or make you better at it. There's a lot of things coming down the line when it comes to AI, and we're fortunate we have an AI picker on our range to even pick golf balls. So it's a computer-generated, programmed unit that picks golf balls for us sun up till sundown if we want. So there's a lot of innovations in that area as well too. I still think playing the game of golf is a big part of being a club professional. I've liked to refer oftentimes to a club professional and a golf professional and a professional golfer. Professional golfer makes their living off of playing the game. A golf professional needs to have their game, skilled, but they do need to have great golf knowledge, be up to date with key events, players, industry trends, etc. So a big part of being a club professional is being a great golf professional. Golf takes an immense amount of patience, I think, and the more patience you have, the better you are at the game. Again, those realistic expectations, you have to kind of see it and know it, and things just don't happen. They happen for a reason. You're the one hitting the golf shot. You have no one else to blame. You're the one making the decisions, whether it's the club you're putting in your hand. I tell students often, it's you hitting the shot, so don't worry about anyone else playing or what they're doing on the golf course. You have to execute. So I think that can transition easily into someone's career in regards to decision making, be accountable, and be patient. I've had the opportunity to play many golf courses around the world, which is a great added value to the job that I'm in, the role I'm in at a club. Whether it's Europe or the Caribbean or the US or Canada as well. Pebble Beach comes to mind. It's one that everyone knows. Spyglass is a sister club of Pebble Beach. I would argue Spyglass is almost a better test of golf, but Pebble Beach just creates a feeling within you when you play the golf course and see what's there. I also think it has a lot to do with who you're with on the golf course and who you're playing it with and why you're there. And there's so much rich history and tradition when it comes to Scotland and Ireland. I feel those are the best places in the world to play golf because it brings the game back to the roots. We play the game a little differently there than we do in North America. It's just a different design, different feel, different experience. And then, I have the opportunity off season to potentially travel to places like Dominican Republic and play at Teeth of the Dog. And that's memorable every single time I go there in regards to the quality of the golf course, the weather, again, the members that I'm with. It's a very, very fortunate part of what I do as a golf professional at a club. I think the game of golf has so many advantages to it because of the individuals you can play with, regardless of their skill or age or gender. It's a great tool to utilize from a business perspective. You're on a golf course, relatively alone with 3 other people for 4 hours. So much you can talk about and discuss and find out about each other, build those relationships, having your family a part of it. I've got 2 young boys who play the game of golf now, and we're able to play as a foursome, my wife and I, my 2 kids, to go on the golf course and just be able to spend that time and watch them learn the game of golf. Hopefully offer them a few tips and ways they can improve their game and get better at the sport. It's just very rewarding for me to be able to see people enjoy the game of golf in that atmosphere. I'm Todd McGrath. I graduated from Humber College from the golf management program in 1999. Currently, I'm the head PGA golf professional of the Thornhill Club. All the best in your careers, and thanks for listening.